discussion. This is for CIA Part 3. CIA Part 3 is a composition of certain topics. The most important topics, as we understand, is this chapter and the next chapter, that is into quality management and other kind of performance techniques. Then we will discuss IT. IT is one of the biggest portions. People assume that this is more into complex accounting, budgeting and financial portions. But generally, if you go for your real exam, you will feel that there would be only two to three questions each will be asked. That will be based on your common sense accounting and other things, right? So I'll keep you guiding in a way that what is the focus areas. In any case, focus areas are first IT and this portion is going to cover your everything. Yes. Okay, this is Unit 1. We'll discuss business processes. Broadly, we are going to discuss what is quality, what is cost of bringing quality in our company, because if you're talking about quality, you have to hire people like who will focus on quality. Then you have to define the process which requires research and development. For that you have to spend money, you have to do a lot of research. Then once you have a modeling, then you have to need a specialized people. So this is what we'll see, that if we want to bring quality into our company, what is the cost of bringing quality? What are the tools we available for assessing quality? What is TQM, Total Quality Management? It's a technique that brings quality at every process. So once the final product comes out, it is a quality product.
Continuous improvement, no?
True. ISO is embedded with, because the last 50 years, this is a trend that, there are some bodies, these are independent bodies, they testify you and certify you that you are a quality organization. For that we have to take the ISO. Apart from that, we will move to the statistic, that is a school level statistics, and we will discuss regression and correlation. This is very important because correlation is the relation of two variables. So we have to see if we put quality, how much it is affect to the profitability, and certain other variables we can think about. Then we have forecasting. Forecasting is like budgeting, and that is looking into the future. This is very important for an auditor, that he should have a sense of future prediction, projections, which later we will link like analytical procedures. In Part 1 and Part 2, we understand that we are internal auditors. Our effectiveness is more into day-to-day operations. So if we make something, this is based on today, it will not help for tomorrow. So we have to create efficiency and effectiveness based on our future visions. So we should know what is forecasting, what is budgeting, what are the forecasting techniques generally we should use. We'll see how to select the forecasting methods. Means if it is this situation, the situation is variable, means it is subject to fluctuation, then this technique will be useful. But if it is stable, like we can use simple moving average, sometimes we can use exponential smoothing, what is the effect of learning curves, these are all things we will discuss into. And we will discuss the subjective terms in what is a project, what is the project management, and what are the stages of the project, and how essential this is to bring project management in the organization. And we will discuss the business process analysis. What is business process analysis? Every company has processes. So for example, Nestle is making a chocolate. This chocolate is first of all designed on a flow diagram. This is showing process 1, 2, here it will go in the boiler, then it will come out. This is the process. So we have to see each step, we have to study it will link to the concept of value addition, non-value addition, these things will link together, and it will be very helpful to have.
It will also show the area which need improvement.
Yeah. Sure. Let's talk about quality as general discussion. There is no definition of quality. If you ask on quality, it's the same as beauty, that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So for a black man, he is more interested into a black man, right? But for a white man, he is not interested into a black girl, so because this is more into different mindset, different approaches, right? So what is quality? Maybe you said this is a quality product, but for me it may not be a quality product, right? Ideally, quality is that every product is similar to the next product. Like for example, when we use a Gillette blade or we use any other branded item, we never complain that this was a smaller, this was a bigger, it was fine, this was not fine, right? If they have ISO, they have quality, everything is fit for use. Secondly, it's similar to the next one. More ISO based certification, what they do is they study your process and they document it. Once they document, every process should be similar to the next process. That's why Nestle chocolates, if you take one chocolate, it's similar to the other chocolate. If it is not similar to the other chocolate, then we can say this lack quality, right? This is the broader perspective of the... We have to bring, if we want to bring quality in the product, we have to bring quality into process. Means if you want to behave good, you have to change your thinking, Same way, if we want to bring quality into a product, we have to change the process. Okay, so ultimate goal for any for-profit entity is to increase the value. What is value? Where the perceived benefit is more and the perceived cost is less. Because customer give value to each item where he is satisfied. Why when we go to a shopping mall and it's a big queue outside McDonald's, KFC and Pizza Hut and all other burger seller, other people have 2, 3, 4 people? Because people over the year they made it very in the mind of the consumer that they are selling value.
Right.
Means this value can be defined in any way. It can be a product. It can be, why we like McDonald's, maybe product, maybe the way they serve us, maybe the quantity that is sufficient, maybe the price is very economical, So these 4 factors could be a value for the customers. Okay, let's talk about financial. When we bring quality, there are 2 types of dimension. One is financial, one is non-financial. Financial, where it is going to cost us, that is more into, suppose if we have a lab and we have a testing, so every chocolate will go first in the lab, we will test it, so that will be a separate cost. Like as if you're familiar, Nestle has one office for the testing. That they have a staff, they have a rent, they have the chemicals, and they invite different people from outside. They pay them to eat and test and to give them taste, right? And this is how they get the feedback. So this is financial cost of quality. And then we have non-financial aspect. The following are the examples of non-financial, means number of products shipped per day, number of defective products per 1,000, defective output as a percentage of the total output. Means how much you waste, how much is caused because of your internal processes. Then following are the examples of the non-financial quality measures in the service industry, because service industry don't have manufacturing. So customer time spent awaiting to be served. If you call to a call center, a bank, and you have to wait 10 minutes, you get annoyed, this is all is irritating. So for that they have a quality assurance program. Someone will greet you, they will answer your question, they will give you a call back, all that. Percentage of customer needing repeat service calls, customer perception of employees courtesy, this is all we discussed. Benchmarking is very technical. Benchmarking is setting an ideal for you. Suppose if you are Toyota and you know that BMW is a brand, so you try to target the benchmark. You want to make a standard to BMW. This is benchmarking. Benchmarking can be anything. It's choosing the best in class according to your